Now, for more on this, here is France 24's Washington correspondent Fraser Jackson.
Donald Trump on Truth Social listing the regional allies that he was on a call with, including Netanyahu. And at the end of that Truth Social post, he says an agreement has been largely negotiated, subject to finalization between the United States of America, the Islamic Republic of Iran, and the various other countries as listed. Separately, I had a phone call with Prime Minister Bibi Netanyahu of Israel, which likewise went very well. Final aspects and details of the deal are currently being discussed and will be announced shortly. In addition to many other elements of the agreement, the Strait of Hormuz will be open. So I think it's important to kind of level set here. This is not a final agreement to end the war. Effectively, it appears that both sides have agreed to that extension, which will give them more time to discuss these things. But there are still gulfs. So earlier we heard from a US official speaking to Axios who said that there was still debating on the wording of this agreement. And we also heard from the Iranians earlier saying that they will not discuss the nuclear issue at this point. So that is still seemingly to thrash out, but it appears that Donald Trump may, more than anything, wanted the Strait of Hormuz to be opened and other things can be discussed later down the line. Now, we've heard various rumblings about what is included in this agreement, whether that it will be the unfreezing of Iranian assets and the lifting of sanctions on Iran to get these discussions rolling. If that is true, that is a significant concession that the United States has given to the Iranians in order to get back to effectively what was the status quo in January and early February before this war was started. So I think it's going to be difficult for the US to spin this as a real kind of victory, depending on what the terms of those final conditions are, because of course the Iranians are still saying that they're unwilling to discuss the nuclear issue until at least later on, further down the line.